Hello. Oh, that's coming around twice, isn't it? There we go. You should be able to hear me all right there. There we go. Hello. Welcome to a Pillow Pilot stream. Hello, everybody. Welcome along. Let's get some... There we go. That was a bit better, isn't it? Welcome to our stream. We're going to be flying from London Heathrow over to Copenhagen this afternoon in the Airbus A340. And here we are on the tower at London Heathrow Airport here. Just overlooking 27LF, which is active for departures at the moment. We see a British Airways aircraft heading out there, one taxiing, and a couple of big heavy aircraft parked up. It's quite busy here at Heathrow. Obviously, everybody is active flying the fly-by-wire A380s and what have you. If you just look over down here, you can see a couple of guys taxiing out. We've got lots of aircraft on stand waiting to go. A few aircraft taxiing about. There we go, he's airborne. There's a Concorde just loaded in back there. So we've got quite a few aircraft in and around. But there we are. Our Airbus A340 Scandinavian set up and ready to go. Obviously, quite a short route to be flying 340, but there's lots of passengers, I'm sure. It's a busy route, popular route, and they decided to add a few more seats onto the flight to enable everyone to get on board. So there we are. That's our aircraft for the day. The Toliss A340. It's a nice looking plane. We head on over to it now. We can have a look at what we've got going on here. We're using tail models Heathrow scenery today, so it's all looks quite realistic and quite good. And this is our aircraft then. One of the longest aircraft in service, and well, yeah, and one of the largest really, with 4 engines obviously, and a pretty huge cabin to go with that. You can see all the guys here loading up the aircraft with everything we need on board. And yeah, we're all sort of fired up, ready to go. Should we head inside the flight deck then? And there we are. Right, sorry. So, oh, everyone, hello everyone in the chat. Lovely to see you all. Nice to see everybody here. So excited. Nice plane, thank you. Yeah, it's good. It's nice to get going. Nice to be back here. The previous pilots that flew us into Heathrow here have been very generous here, and they've left everything running for us. So we're all ready to go, and they've left all sorts of bits on. We just need to do the rest of our startup, and then we'll be able to push and get going. So we've got a few bits and bobs to do. So I'm doing a sound check. Right, there we go. We sound pretty good here. That's all good to go. Right, there we go. Okay. Jones Aviation, hello. Captain Alex, does SAS still use the A340? I don't think they do anymore, no. But they retired it, I think, for the A350s. But it's always fun to fly an older aircraft. Right. Let's have a look on the overhead then. So, let's arm our emergency exit lights. Let's turn on the standby compasses, seatbelt signs, and the no smoking signs. Let's fire up our APU and we'll put on one set of nav lights. We'll give it a second, and then we'll click when we can. There we go. Let's get that APU up and running to get some air conditioning for everyone on board today. Right, I think that's our overhead initial prep done. I'm going to have constraint mode on my side. Our initial climb today I think is about 6,000. And we'll just check the ATIS down here. I'm just going to check it here. With QNH of 1024 on board for our departure out of Heathrow. We've got ground and tower online, so we're gonna have a bit of ATC coverage as we start pushing back and taxiing and everything for the departure, which is lovely. How long's the flight? The flight for today is about probably about 2 hours in total, so not long, but we might fly back or fly somewhere else. I'm not sure, but just wanted to do a nice little bit of medium flight there. It's quite a short haul. Just for a little bit of use of the plane and get back to streaming really. Cool. Right. What else do we need to fire up? We need to get some weight and balance done really. So, I haven't got my I've got my Simbury flight plan just open, just off screen at the moment. But let me just open that up and have a look at what we've got going on. Right. So, loading performance-wise, we have got on board today a block fuel of 20.6 tons. Quite light, obviously. It's quite a short flight for us, really. There we go. Oh, jumped about a bit there. We've got an estimated zero fuel weight of 229,167 with 438 passengers on board. So quite a busy flight, 438. There we go, and that should take with our cargo 229 as our estimated zero fuel weight. So I think we're quite light. Hang on. Oh yeah, we are. In fact, that is that is actually 0 forward cargo and rear cargo. There we go. Okay, just reset to current on here. There we go. It loads in all the weights on board. We're going to be quite light, so we're quite a sporty takeoff, I think, and we'll have all sorts of things. Just make sure these guys are driving up. There we go. Got everyone here. Sorry, looking at the chat. So do you have the Toliss A340-600? No, I don't actually, but I'm looking forward to trying to get that maybe at some point. There's a lot of people in the flight. Yeah, it is. The flight's busy. Ginger P, yes. Hello, nice to see you. Everyone's in first. Oh yes, I'm sure they are. Hey, look, our APU's fired up, so we can put on the bleed there and just get some air conditioning going through the aircraft. Right, we'll do the little bit of boring stuff here, and we'll just fire up the McDo. If I request it, it should pull it in from SimBrief. I think I set that up a while ago. I never know quite how well it works, but it is doing it. Oh, there we go. Look, it's pulled in. Hey, it's doing it. There we go. Perf data uptake. It's doing everything. You can hear the noises getting a little bit louder there in the cabin as we. I think they've just opened up the doors for the cargo. Oh yeah, look, they're loading cargo in. And oh, they're departing 27 right now. Oh yeah, they just switched runway. We're departing 27 right now. Oh, fun. And you can see the baggage guys coming over. Everyone's loading up on the aircraft. Brilliant. I think the passengers are boarding at this moment in time, and we're all happy. Everyone's loading in. Right, our link then, 438 passengers, cost index of 57. Flight level 390. We're all set to go. Have you tried the A380X? Yes, I've done a little bit of flying. I haven't done an actual flight yet. I've just been sort of doing some bits and bobs in and around Shannon and things, just offline testing it. But I haven't really flown it properly online. I need to have a go at that at some point. Have you flown it, Jones? What's the McDo? Ah, this is our little flight control unit here, or McDo MCDU, and this is where we program in the flight plan for the day. So here, it's got some of our initial flight plan information on board. So obviously it's got where we're going to. It's got on board. It's loaded up our weighting actually, and our gross weight. Sorry, our fuel on board is currently 26.7. I'm not quite sure where it's got those information from, but I'm just going to change it. Let's just put in 26.7 as the block fuel on board. Just check the zero fuel weight. It should be zero fuel weight of 229.3, 25.2. Yeah, it's got that. Okay, that's good. 6 FPS in the A380. It is quite laggy, isn't it? Yeah, it is doing that for me too. It's quite slow. We've only got Brookman's Park as initially. We were expected to take the Brookman's Park 7 Golf, but that was off runway 27 left. So I think we'll now that we're departing 27 right, I can see on the ATIS, we can switch over to 27 right, and it'll be the Brookman's Park 7 Foxtrot instead. We'll just chuck that in for now and leave that there like that. The INS are already aligned, which is good. I'm just going to. I remember the fault scenario. I think I'm just going to put it back into the middle. I mean, I like a random default, but so I'll just actually hang on. Let's make it a bit more exciting. If we bring that just to a little bit less, so something could go wrong whenever we like for fun. There we go. That's a lot of weight. Yeah, it's a heavy aircraft. Takeoff perf then. We can go reset, and it's going to pull in everything from the aircraft and from Heathrow, so we can see 27 right for today. Intersect takeoff. At the moment we expect to be given full length. It looks like, I'm just looking on Vatsim radar, heavy aircraft being given full length at 27 right, so we don't need to worry about changing that number in terms of the length of the runway. We're not going to be intersection departure. We shouldn't be. We should be using the full length for 3,800 meters. Takeoff config then. We're going to have a flex for sure. Air conditioning I'd like to leave on if possible, and the configs I'm going to leave it in auto and let it work it out. So there we go, that's what we've got going on here. I've got a VR of 162, V2 of 165, and then a V1 of either 139 to 162. If we used our V1 minimum, we'd be 1,900 meters down the runway when we began our we had our choice to either reject the takeoff or not. But if we used maximum, we'd be a lot further down, and we'd be given quite a short stopping margin of 200 meters. So we'll use one about in the middle somewhere, so about 150 to give us enough room to stop the aircraft if we need to. So if we head over to our performance page, we can put in 150, 162, 165. I believe they were the numbers. Yep. And we're going to have one flap 1 / up 2.8. A fault, yeah, it wouldn't be good. No, it wouldn't be. What's our PC specs? I'm not quite sure. I haven't looked in a while. I think I've got an RTX 3050 going on here, but then a Ryzen 5 5600X, I believe, is my CPU, and obviously an Xplane. That's quite important because that's really what gets used here. You see there the route's gone in. You can see it all loaded up, flying out and round, which I'm happy with. And then obviously in the Toliss, well, we've got a taxi camera, so I can boot up the taxi camera there, and you can actually see we can see the different cargo vehicles around the aircraft. So if I just put that down there in the middle, we can see all the aircraft that are, all the vehicles around us. And we can see everything that the plane's up to, which is nice and helpful for later on, certainly. Right, and then our flex to temp for today is going to be flex of 71. So we won't be using full power on takeoff, but we'll be using a flex to temp of 71, just so we don't need to work the engines hard. We've got 4 kilometers of runway nearly. There's no need to be at full power on takeoff. Right, so according to our charts then for this flight, if we're on the Brooklands Park 7 Foxtrot, let's just get that chart up. 27 right, Brooklands Park 7 Foxtrot. Our initial climb altitude is going to be 6,000, so we've got 6,000 set up on the autopilots there. Good. What else we've got going on? APU bleed is on, so we can disconnect from the ground powers and sit on the APU bleed there now, and that means I can go onto the Toliss page and I can actually get rid of the ground power, external power vehicles, and then if I go onto ground handling, I can get rid of the GPU there. Nice. The A340 very underpowered, Ginger P. Yes, the 300. Oh, we've got a 757. I think that's Jones Aviation joining us. Fantastic. Yes, the Dash 300, sort of 200 and I think it was even 400 variants, had much smaller engines than this. They were really tiny engines that you really had to crawl off the runway with. The Dash 600 here has got slightly larger engines. I think Rolls-Royce provided them with an engine upgrade for the 600. Obviously it's a much bigger aircraft as well, so it kind of negates itself a little bit. So we have got a long takeoff roll, and then reverse thrust on landing is quite weak, so it'll be quite a long landing roll. But that's always quite good fun, I think. It makes us feel like we're flying a heavy aircraft much more, which is a bit of fun. Super. So what do we need to do then? Right. If we head back into our flight deck then, we've got 6,000 set, 1024, we are all ready to go. What we need is our clearance, so let's switch over to our frequency for departure. Oh, sorry, for ground clearance, which at Heathrow today, we've got 121705 online. Let's head over to them. Right, here we go, let's ring them up. Heathrow ground, Scandinavian 502 with you on stand 334. We're an Airbus A340-600 requesting IFR clearance over to Copenhagen, please. On board we have Information Lima.
Standby, breakfast speed at 45304, cleared to Rossi, max at 1 Foxtrot departure.
I must have got in the middle of someone, my bad. Well, hang on. The cargo loaders, I imagine, as we've got no cargo on board today, should be finishing up there, so we could get them to drive away. There they go, and if I go onto the Toliss menu, we can close the cargo doors. Here we go, they should be closing up, there they go. Doors closing. Everything's closing up there, nice. And away go the vehicles. Right, we're just waiting for him to ring us back with that clearance information. How much thrust will you use on one Concorde takeoff? I'm not sure actually what the thrust number is, but it is an awful lot more than that than we've got in this one. Was that to us? No, that wasn't to us. There's a little queue building for takeoff here. There's a couple of aircraft sat waiting. Heathrow's been nice and busy since the A380 release. We've got a lot of ATC. Buckle up for takeoff. Absolutely. God, it is busy, isn't it? That's a lot of ATC action.
Fly high, 421 Heathrow ground. Hello, that is readback is correct. Break 577 Heathrow ground. Hold short Foxtrot.
What's going on here? Let's put that on taut. There we go.
Speedbird 4534 Heathrow ground.
We're just waiting for our clearance then, really, at this moment.
Your readback.
All the branding on the gates and everything. All looks fun. I love the taxi camera on this, and obviously when we get going, it's really good in that the nose wheel steers and we can see the aircraft's limits and everything. Absolutely brilliant. I'll wait for these guys. Lots of flights today. Yeah, busy, isn't it? We've got a lot of different destinations and everything coming in and out. We've got this 577. He's just come from Milan. We've got somebody just taking off to Istanbul. There's somebody else behind him that's on their way out to Washington. Somebody just rolling now. Big 777 is flying all the way out to JFK. So busy and lots of long distance flights. Feel a little bit cheeky here being in a heavy aircraft and not doing one. Oh, that's us. No, that's not us.
Speedbird 7 Juliet, hold Delta 2.
Well, whilst we're waiting, I can show you what we've got going on here. When we get going for takeoff, I've got a whole nice camera setup going on. Hello, of our sort of pedestal down here. So I've got the radio set up, but then I'm going to switch it over to our charts here, so that when we're rolling on takeoff, we've got a nice taxi map of the aircraft and where we're going. It's provided by Navigraph. And then we've got our aircraft flight stick, obviously, and then we've got the tiller for taxiing, and that'll get us out. So we've got a lot of fun features to look forward to start using once we're taxiing and once we're flying. So looking forward to it. Departure-wise, I think you can see these charts just about. We're going to be taking off from London. We're going to fly. It's all programmed into the computer, so if I can go into plan page, actually, you can see based on here what we're up to. Departure, we fly out, turn north immediately and continue our climb up to 6,000 feet at Brooklands Park. Then from there we carry on out across the English Channel and out over out up and over sort of north of Clapton way and heading up near Amsterdam. We turn north and keep flying up over Denmark and then into Copenhagen, where we're going to have a couple of different options for arrival and just keeping an eye out on what we're given, really. So yeah, looking forward to it. Should be good. I'm listening in here, I'm stalling whilst I just wait for our clearance to come in. Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's get going. I'd love to. We're just got to get our clearance, and then we're good to go. Jones Aviation, are you ready? Are you joining us to this flight today? It looks like I can see you. That's his aircraft just next to us there, so I think he might be. It's busy, is it not? Is there not? Oh, there is a delivery online now. Oh, let's ring him up. Let's switch over to delivering, ring him. Delivery, good afternoon. Scandinavian 502 is on stand 334 with information Lima on board Airbus A340-600 requesting IFR clearance over to Copenhagen.
Scandinavian 502, Heathrow delivery, hello, standby, number 1 for clearance.
Standing by, Scandinavian 502. Fantastic. Milan's lovely. It is, yes. Lots of flights. You never go to JFK? Oh, you like to, but never been to New York? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Can't wait to visit the streets of Copenhagen. Yes, we're going to get going. We need to get going. Shall be flying once the bicycle chains and pulleys have worked. Brilliant. The 757 you are in is indeed a very manual aircraft. Oh look, we've got an A380 taxiing behind us and one taking off. Fantastic. I hope you'll spot us in the air. I'm sure you will. We're all ready to go, really. I'll just switch off the camera for a bit whilst I'm just milling around. Yeah, we can watch the A380 taxi past whilst we're waiting for our clearance to come in here. Nice. You hope you spot us in the air. Oh yeah, hopefully. Oh, look how close the tail is. We are within this white line, which means that we should be safe from anyone taxiing past, but that was quite close. The A380 is big, but I tell you what, the A340 is pretty large too, isn't it? I mean, even compared to it height-wise, it's a pretty big of an aircraft. And they've got the 757 joining us on the flight over. Brilliant.
Scandinavian 502, Heathrow delivery.
Scandinavian 502 ready to copy.
Scandinavian 502 cleared to Copenhagen. Frequency Park 7 Foxtrot departure, squawk 5675.
We're cleared to Copenhagen on the Brookmans Park 7 Foxtrot departure, squawk 5675, Scandinavian 502.
Scandinavian 502, correct.
Right, perfect. So we've been given our squawk code, so that is 5675. So we can fire that up, as we're pretty much ready to go. And we can be in the Brookmans Park 7 Foxtrot, which is the departure we were expecting to be given off the 27 right. So we've got that all programmed in. We've got our V-speed set and our takeoff page set. We've got our weights panel all set up, correct and ready to go. You just see on the taxi camera there, we've still got everybody milling about the aircraft, so we can just get rid of these guys. Let's get rid of the catering truck, drive away all vehicles there. And now if we go on to this menu, what we want to do is just close up the doors of the aircraft. And what we want to do then is go onto the doors page and just make sure everything is closing. You can see all the greens, meaning everything is now closed. Check in the back here, the cockpit door is closed. We can lock the cockpit door, it is locked. We've got everything on the line. Fantastic. Yeah, yikes, that was close. He was quite close, wasn't he? Reckon he's in the Peter Hager. He might well be, who knows? Right. Okay. Well, we're pretty much ready to push. Jones, I don't want to go if you're not ready yet, so let me know how ready you are, and then we can have a look. But what we do know is if I go on to better pushback, we pre-plan our push here because there's only one direction we're going to go, which is straight back here onto the taxiway. Facing, I think it's west, and then we're just going to roll that back a bit. Sorry, facing east, my bad. And then we'll push that back a little bit. See, it's going to be quite an aggressive turn. Might try and make that a bit smoother. Let's drag that back a bit. We don't want to turn too early. There we go, we'll go like that. That's good. We'll just adjust it there. Nice little pushback to sort ourselves out. Are you sure, Jones? Alright, cheers. Well, we might. I mean, the 757 is much faster than us. I'm sure you'll catch up. We'll just trundle back then. Okay. Let's call ready for push. We'll get sent over to the ground after that. I think the window opens in this aircraft. Hey, look, it does. Oh, brilliant. That's a good bit of fidelity. It's always a bit of fun. That and the tray tables are always my favourite parts. Scandinavian 502 ready for push and start.
Scandinavian 502. Contact ground 12.705.
121.705, Scandinavian 502. Thank you. Right, head over to ground. This is going to be busy.
Taxi link 28 Alpha hold Saturn. Shamrock 121.
Let's go. Scandinavian 502 ready for push and start. Stand 334.
Scandinavian 502 Heathrow ground. Stand 334. Push and start approved. Face east.
Push and start approved. Face east. Scandinavian 502. Nice. Cool. Right, there we go. I've called up for the tow. He's on his way. If we go to ground handling, I'm just going to get rid of all our ground crew. There we go. We've got the chocks still in place. You can see them there. So if we just get rid of that by going into here and getting rid of the chocks. We're sat on the parking brake. Just check that is on. It is on. And brake pressure-wise, we've got pressure on, so we are holding. Tray tables are super cool. They are, yeah, thank you. Yeah, they're cool, aren't they? Good feature. Nice bit of fun. What's the animated icon for the Discord server planned to be? I'm not sure, but we need to get one, don't we, Pixelation? You're right. I need to make one.
Speedbird 48 requesting pushback.
I'm not sure. It could be something cool with the maybe with the
Hold
logo or
8
something.
for ground, stat 301,
Be quite
please stop
exciting.
approved, face east.
Get our beacon lights and nav lights on fully.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed.
I'm
Ready
going
to
to turn off
connect.
the dome lights. We're on APU and the external power is off. Is that a reading light still on? Let me make sure that's off. Oh, there we go. We've currently got, just check our transponder is on. It is on. Beacon lights on. We've got the taxi map on so we can see him connecting and getting ready to go.
I think it's going to have GS6 push us back. Is there any way that we could just teleport to 27 right and see if that works?
American 103, Roger, just stand by for that.
Right, you see the aircraft just got lifted. We're being pushed back then. Here we go. We're off. Beacon light is very much on. Let you see it flashing away. We're going to be, I think it's going to be a night landing for us by the time we get there.
So connected
which is
and
quite good fun.
bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Release parking brake. Parking brake released. There we go.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Here we go. We're off. We're moving back. We've been cleared to start engines. What we'll do is wait to start the engines till we are behind this white line, and then we'll fire them up. Nice. Off we go. I'm using the Airbus TCA side stick and the Airbus pack for the engines and flaps, so I've got that all lined up on the right. Yeah. So good, super. Could be the plane on the logo. Yeah, exactly. Flying in, that'd be quite exciting. Something like that. Oh. May have a little map on this flight. Oh, nap. Yes, I think you could, couldn't you? A quick 2-hour sort of business trip. But 438 people on board, so it's obviously a popular route. So it should be good. And we're on our way back. There we go. We're rolling back. The aircraft's turning beyond the line there. Perfect. Right, we can just start to fire up our engines then. So let's do that indeed. Right, looking down here, I'm just going to do it on my TCA. So engines to ignition start. Let's fire up engine number 1. Engine master is on. There you go. The air conditioning noise you can hear quieting as it diverts APU power towards use on there. I'm going to set VOR1 and ADF2 on the aircraft's navigations display for me. Engine 1 is firing up. We can watch it fire up from this view out here. There it goes. You can see it spooling out there. We've got a 787 about to go around the outside of us here. The wingtip clearance is going to be quite close. There we go, here goes back the A340. Firing up. There it is. Engines alive. Oh, someone's just taking off. Look, there we go. Wow. Look at that. A380 going off over there. And there we go. Engine number 1 is alive. I don't know why it says reverse. Just make sure I'm in normal. There we go. I'm going to start engine number 2 now as well. There we go. You can see that's lit up. There goes the 787 past us. Plenty of wingtip clearance. And we're firing up the engines there. The pushback's just lining us up because the idea is that we were a little bit offline here. He's just getting us on this centre line. You can see there, he's manoeuvring around, getting us on the centre line, sorting it out. Right. He's set parking brake, right, okay. Just set that on there. There we go.
Disconnecting toes, stand by.
I'm going to close my tray table so I can see all the displays there. Right. Okay, superb. Okay, engine number 2 is starting. Now, we've got enough APU power on this aircraft that I can actually start engine number 3. You can see it just selected there at the same time as number 2, so we'll fire that one up. Right, he's disconnected. We've got engine number 1 and engine number 2 good start here. That's just about to become available. So we're happy to go for it in terms of letting him disconnect and go. We're alright, we've got enough engine power, we're happy to go. We've got our VSPs and everything all set up and ready to go. There goes another A380. Right. Engine number 3 is starting. We get engine number 2 stopped, so I can actually start engine number 4 as well now. Excellent on the right. We'll see you next time. Right, let's arm the spoilers. Now he's driven off, let's put the weather radar on and the predicted wind shear into auto. Nice. I'd just turn down some of the floodlights on these panels just as it gets dark. It'll come up. We've armed the spoilers ready for departure. You can see the trim is automatically going to up by 2.8, which is our set for takeoff trim. You can see it's making its way there automatically. There we go. Set. We've got engine number 4 starting. We can arm rejected takeoff, and we're going to set flap 1 for departure. There go the flaps deploying there. Nice. Flap 1 selected. Now if I just turn on the cameras, we're going to do our flight control check. So, full left, spoiler deflection left, full right, we have a look on the other wing, full spoiler deflection right, full up, you can have a look on the outside, you can see there, and full down. Rudder left, rudder right, rudder neutral. There we go, flight control check happy. Okay, spoilers are armed, engine number 4 is now alive, so we can set the ignition start to the normal position, and we can turn off the APU, turn on the taxi lights, nose wheel steering and camera lights. I'm going to switch the camera onto my screen here in front of me so that I can see what we're up to, and we're ready for taxi. Just wait for him to finish. We do a quick takeoff config check. Takeoff config is normal. Scandinavian 502 ready for taxi.
Scandinavian 502 taxi straight ahead, hold Titan.
Straight ahead, hold Titan, Scandinavian 502. Titan is all the way down. I don't know if you can see on my little map here. It's just all the way down towards the end. It's just going all the way straight ahead of us here. So, parking brake released. There we go. And we're off.
502, contact Heathrow Tower, Coulson only 118.505.
118.505, Scandinavian 502. Thank you, bye-bye. 118.505. Let's tune that up. We'll head over to the tower. There we go. Right, we're on tiller here, so you can see controlling it by dialing this one left and right. And you can see if I bring this into the middle here, the nose wheel camera does in fact show the nose wheel moving left and right. The gas just waiting. Yeah, we're getting going here, aren't we? We're on our way down. We'll make our way out to the runway and we'll get going. We want to get airborne. Right, fantastic. Let's get moving a bit. We're at 12 knots. We'll just keep the speed building a little bit. I've got a little bit of power on there, and it's just it's basically free rolling. We're quite light, so the aircraft's just rolling along gently. Oh, busy ATC. Brilliant. Right, here we go. Let's get moving. 16 knots. We're on our way. Got to be careful just around T3 here. You can see it with these lefts and rights and things. We don't want to do anything silly. Let's move the map here just to check on our position. There we are, taxiing along. We're on the Bravo taxiway. You can see there's actually an aircraft on the Alpha just to our left there.
Can you please move your mount away from the mic, or turn your mic down? It's really loud.
I'll just follow this along.
That's better, thank you.
Quite a narrow taxiway along here. I'm going to call him when we get to Titan. There's no point calling him now. We want full length. We don't need anything. You see our wingtip clearance here, nice and close, but going along. Sorry about that, I should warn when I'm about to hop outside. There we go, I'm just tracking along on the sense line. You can see I've got it on the camera here, and it's about in this kind of position relative to the dashboard. So we're just trickling along. The agreed kind of max is about 30 knots. Of course, in a big heavy aircraft you don't want to go too quick, but we're just free rolling along here, and it's the speed's just naturally building. I'll just check it with the brakes every now and then to not go beyond about sort of 30. At Heathrow, they like you to get on with the whole taxiing thing, because obviously it's a busy airport. They haven't got time for everyone to be trundling along. Should get a lovely sunset as once we get airborne. Get a really nice sunset view of the aircraft and everything taking off. Right, I'm just going to check the brakes here. This is a bit of a narrow turn. We're quite a long aircraft, so I don't want to lose the yellow line really, just because if you're not directly over the yellow line, you'd be worried that you're going to sort of get some sort of contact going on. That's when collisions between other aircraft occur, when they're sort of deviating from the agreed taxi lines. How's it going, Jones? Are you on your way? You must be moving a bit now. Right, we're rolling down here. We're pretty much at the end of the airport. Just coming along. We go right here, round this corner, and you see there, that's Titan holding point there. So we're just holding there, and I'll ring in from there. In fact, I might as well ring in now. Heathrow Tower, Scandinavian 502 with you, just rolling up to Titan.
774 Foxtrot, hold Alpha 3.
Hold Alpha 3,
Nice.
774 Foxtrot.
Scandinavian 502, Heathrow Tower, hello. That's Titan, taxi link 21, link 22, hold Alpha 2.
Link 21, link 22, hold Alpha 2, Scandinavian 502. Right, just get turning around this one. This is quite a narrow corner. There we go. We're going right, left, and left.
Right, come on to the 3, Heathrow Tower, roger.
Just take it nice and slowly here. There we go, we're going left here.
Speedbird 1327, runway 27 left, the wind 320 degrees, 4 knots, clear to land.
You say plane broke? No! Oh no! Will it not fire up? Oh, I've overshot that. Good to go through here. I know there's a few aircraft.
534, thank you. Right turn Alpha.
Is he giving way? Oh yeah, he is. Oh no, Jones. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, sorry about that. That is a shame.
Negative, right turn please.
Right. Link to 2, that's this one here.
Speedbird 315, runway 27 right, the wind 320 degrees, 4 knots, clear for takeoff.
All the way around. The yellow hashing means not supporting for load bearing air, like not load bearing. So we wouldn't be able to taxi on that if we were going to. The dog's hold Alpha. Via Alpha 2 line up as 27 right, Scandinavian 502. That's us. Strobes on, landing lights on. We're ready for takeoff. Takeoff config is normal. V1, I'll just turn off the camera and put it on the middle one there. V1 of 150, VR 162, V2 165 for departure here today. Straight onto the runway. What's going on there? Sorry about that, bear with me.
121.705.
Speedbird 4534 going to 121.705.
Scandinavian 502, runway 27 right, the wind 320 degrees, 4 knots, clear for takeoff.
I'm sorry there, the seat shaker I've got is just malfunctioned, so I'll just mute myself, get airborne, and we'll be alright.
Alpha 2, line up 27 right.
Alpha 2, line up 27 right for
Speedbird 774.
Right, Manflex SRS runway, auto thrust blue, we're off.
27 right behind.
Behind, departing 777 on our right hand side with line away, 27 right behind, Speedbird 774 Foxtrot.
A little bit of stick pressure forward there, just to keep the nose down. That's 80 knots. 120, I'll just bring the stick to the neutral position. I'm just keeping it central with the rudder pedals there. V1. There we go. Rotate. Bit of stick pressure back. Hold it there. Hold it there. We're up. There we go, the gear coming up. We're just flying it onto the flight directors there. We'll just hold it steady. There we go, nice bit of positive rate, 190 knots. We're climbing through 1,000 feet.
American 103, runway 27 right, the wind 320 degrees, 4 knots, clear for takeoff.
Right, just drop it back into climb power there. That's 2,000.
Scandinavian 502, monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8 for mine.
122 to go on 122 Scandinavian 502. Bye. Right, just multitasking here, tracking the heading, and we'll over to Unicom. Oh, get it back on the flight directors. The speed's accelerating there for 210. We can select flaps up. We can watch on the taxi camera, you can see the flaps coming up. Now just going to get it back on the green flight directors. Let's just turn that brightness down a little bit. There we go, we're accelerating to 250 knots. I'm on the flight director route. You can see we've got our route coming out round to the right. We'll just pitch up a bit more there to hold 250. We can pop this out a bit. Yeah, a bit more pitch, bit more pitch. There it is, hold it there. And we're up into the sunset. There we are. Nice bit of roll, right-hand roll. We're into a turn there. Hold it there. We can have a look in the wing view. You can see the sunset there is lovely. I'm going to keep flying it up to about 10,000 feet there. We're just coming to 6,000, which was our initial level off phase. So I'm just going to dial up initial, as we're off ATC, of 160 initially. We'll just get that in there for now and put it in open climb mode, and the aircraft's going to program it so that we just fly up to that heading and altitude. So there we go, it's going to do an open climb. I'm just going to keep flying it for a little bit longer, and then I'll relinquish control shortly. Amazing takeoff, wow, brilliant. Right, there we go, we're just climbing through 7,000 feet. There we go. And we're just going through 7,500, that's lovely. There we are. We're on the route, flying out there. I can set standard pressure. Our cruise level today is flight level 390, so we can dial in 390 and click that on. We can turn off the taxi camera now, as we don't need that. And I'm just going to pitch us up to get us on the green flight directors there. Hang on. There we are, we're on a green flight directors, and we can turn on autopilot 1. Right, now we've done that, we can turn off the nose lights. We can turn on the probe window heat, just in case we need it. We're going through 10,000 feet, so we can disarm the ground spoilers. Standard pressure set, flight cruise level set. We're just going through 9,000. There's not really any more turns to make, so we can turn off the seatbelt signs and let everyone roam around the cabin. We're in thrust level climb. Oh, look at that, that's beautiful. Beautiful bit of sunset, bit of wing action there on the right hand side. And you can see the aircraft we're climbing up nicely. I've got the little flight instrument open here on the left hand side. And I'll just turn down the volume just a smidgen there. Nice and loud on takeoff. Beautiful. You might be sick, shark. We hacked along, brilliant, absolutely amazing. What a lovely sunset to be flying off into. You can see there the aircraft slowed down its rate of climb in order to favour a acceleration of the speed up to about 310 knots. If I increase the range there of the displays, you can see our route out and across the English Channel. It's all set up. Nice, we're climbing nicely there. We're going to go all the way up to 390 on open climb mode. We're not restricted by anything, so we might as well dial that one all the way in. There we go, we have got a checklist page in here, so we can go to the checklist. After takeoff checks, APU bleed and master are both off. The engine start selector is off. We'll just check our TCAS is in the TARA position. Far right hand side, it is in the TARA. Oh, brightness just changed. And the anti-ice protection, we've got the probe window heat in automatic mode as selected. Landing lights off, seatbelt signs are off, and we're in standard pressure. That's a nice nice climb there. All good. Fantastic. Lovely, that's through flight level 145. We're climbing nice and quickly there. Just check we're on live time here. We've got 15:44. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Well, we started a good 45 minutes ago. Well, at least we're going now. Just check our climb then. McDo PF, Perth climb. Let's just check. That's the pilot flying. So my computer needs to be on the climb setting so I can see destination will be landing with 15.5 tons. We're currently on 23.6, all happy. We've got flight number 390 climbing up to cost index of 56, and it's going to be a managed of Mach 0.8, climbing at about 300 knots at this moment in time. We're accelerating as we get higher, and the Mach speed will increase all the way up to 390. So that's happy with that. On the pilot monitoring then, it wants the flight plan. We've got that open. So we've got the nice flight plan all set up and ready to go. And then we're all happy with that. RO references set to standard cross-check. They are, both my side and the pilot monitoring side are set to the standard pressure. We've got our weather radar 1 on with the weather radar selected. The engine anti-ice is as required through 10,000. The landing lights came off, the seatbelts came off. The ECAS memos were reviewed, and the nav aids we can clear as and when we want. Don't need anything on at the moment. Secondary flight plan, we didn't actually do a secondary flight plan. I always tend to skip that step, which really we shouldn't do, but it's always a bit of a faff to program in. Although I think actually we might be able to see that our secondary flight plan, because we requested it from SimBrief, could... oh no, it hasn't done it. Like a click request, should we see what happens here? It's requesting it from SimBrief, which does program a secondary flight plan. So it's just doing it now. Insert uplink. Oh, it's got it all, look. But we're on our normal flight plan for now, but the secondary flight plan, init-wise, look, is taking us... oh, this is, yeah, it's just copied the active. Oh, well, that's fine. I'm happy with that for now, that'll do. Very nice. And we are optimum. We can just check the optimum cruise level on our progress page. Optimum for this flight is flight level 386. We're going to 390 because we have to be at an odd flight level flying east. Recommended maximum flight level 410. So if we get enough fuel burn, we can do a step climb later for fun. And there we are. Look at the clouds today. Absolutely lovely. As we hack up to flight level 390. I'm going to turn it down a little bit there, and it starts to get a bit loud for me. Fantastic. And we're currently already over, we've just flown over Lambourne, which is sort of up near, where are we? Stansted, wait, really. We're just level with London Stansted. And our route today is going to take us out, and I think I've already explained this, but we're going to go, I can have a look on the map here today. Our route for our flight this evening is going to take us out towards the English coastline up over Clacton Way. We'll fly from Clacton up north east over the English Channel, proceeding towards Amsterdam. Before we get to Amsterdam, we'll make a left-hand turn to swing us up and keep us over the North Sea, heading out over towards the west coast of Denmark initially, flying straight over, descending sort of somewhere over the coast of Denmark, all the way down into our star for our arrival into Copenhagen. I'm just going to head outside of the aircraft for a minute, so hold your ears, it might get a little bit loud. What a lovely sight there. Aircraft looks beautiful. What a pretty flight and a pretty evening. Really nice. Hang on, sorry, now I meant max quality is what I meant. There we go. Look at that. Solid cloud layer over the UK. I can confirm out the window, it is dark near Heathrow. And, oh, there we go. Our vapor trails have just started. We've reached an altitude there where the sort of temperature difference between the engines and outside is just the right level. You can see there, I'm actually on max range of 320 miles, and you can actually see the little white arrow there that indicates our top of descent, so it really isn't a very long flight at all here on our way out. Nice. Lovely bit of cloud layer on the left hand side. That's the vapor trails running along. Wow, lovely. What are we turning for here? Oh, we're turning up over the waypoint Brain, which is just over Witham, and we're heading towards Colchester, and from there we proceed up northeast. So we're going along nicely. Been a long time since I've been doing any streaming, but it's lovely to be back and doing some flying. I was deliberating over going for the A350 flight factor or the A340 from Toliss, and I thought that the A340 here looked a lot nicer and a lot more fun as a 4-engined aircraft to fly. So I thought that might be quite exciting for us today, and it's proving fun. Nice takeoff there. It was a long takeoff. I'm just watching it back on my phone here. We had a long takeoff run, didn't we? We were going for a long time there, all the way along. I didn't do a particularly amazing job of maintaining the centre line, really, but it was quite good fun nonetheless. Put a bit of sun visor down there, just to keep it nice and dark in the flight deck. We can actually, I might turn off the zero light so that the dome lights come on. You can see it all got a bit brighter, and yes, not so much yellow once we got above the cloud layer. And we're going to keep going up to flight level 390, which if I just, for interest here alone, if I put on the, hang on, I think I have to go across and then look at it, put on the metric display to give it in kilometres. We're currently just climbing through 9,500 metres, and our cruising altitude today is 11.9 kilometres high. So we're cruising at 12 kilometres above the ground, which is a long way. It's really high up. So we're going to be really high for our takeoff. Nice. Oh, sorry, not for takeoff, for the cruise. Absolutely. Plane broke. Oh, and then it's fixed. Plane fixed. Oh, brilliant. Oh, so you can come join us. You might be able to, could you take off from somewhere maybe closer, and then you could be landing at the same time. It's always fun. It's always fun to fly along with everyone. Nice. Climbing out nicely. Yeah, and we'll be doing our arrival information and everything in a bit. Once we're a bit closer and we know what's going on, we can have a look at everything. Yeah, we're climbing up nicely there, so all good really. Having a look then over at Copenhagen for our arrival, we've got a lot of air traffic control online at Copenhagen, so it should be a busy arrival. Copenhagen Airport itself has got quite a lot of departures going on and quite a lot of arrivals. I wonder if it's some sort of evening that I've not realised is taking place. Let's just have a look at that. There is indeed an event going on at Copenhagen. Oh, he's achieving his S3 rating. So that is on... don't worry, you'll catch up. Okay, perfect. So he's doing his S3 exam till 9 o'clock, so we'll definitely be landing within... Oh, that's it. Doesn't start till 7. Oh, so it's just busy. It's just busy into Copenhagen, because currently we've got approach centre. So centre, Copenhagen East, Copenhagen approach online. 2 Copenhagen approaches online. Then we have a tower and a ground and an ATIS and everything, so it's a busy airport. There's a lot of aircraft currently moving around. There's about 16 aircraft on the ground. Nice busy queue for landing. It looks like today they are landing 04 left. Is that what we were expecting? It is. Yeah, we're happy with that. That's good. In fact, we've got a while to go. Oh, look, that's a big weather pattern over to our right hand side there. Look at that. Yeesh. Off to our right hand side. I think it must be this thing. This big cloud pattern over there. Wow. Yeesh. Big weather pattern. Well, I might have a quick look at just at some landing information and just have a look at everything. I'll just click reset on it. Our landing weight for today by SimBrief's estimates was going to be 238,398, so I just put that in. 238 point, I must well go 0.4 really. Brake mode, the pilot visual approach mode, we don't know really anything. What we need to do before we do that, I suppose, is put in our arrival information. But we'll just let ourselves get up to cruise altitude first. I'm just going to turn off the metric. Cruising at 12 kilometers or flight level 390. We can check our progress page and just check. You can see the optimum is actually increasing, and that's as we get lighter. It's more optimum. It's more optimal. Is that a word? To fly at slightly higher altitude. So we're getting that as we go up, which is nice. We might be able to go up to our max of 410 later if we burn a little bit of fuel. At the moment we're going along nicely. We've actually just crossed over the coast there into the North Sea, so we're well underway. We've got Scandinavian radar services online as well, so we might be talking to several different people when we get a bit closer to the action. Yeah, and we're just flying away from the sunset, aren't we? I'm going to head back outside again, so it might be a bit loud. Nice. I'm going to gas up. What do you mean? Is that right? Look at the amazing contrails that are coming off the aircraft. Look amazing. Look at that. Fantastic. Flying away from the sunset there. This is a livery. I didn't used to have this livery on the A340, but it's one I downloaded from Atrium Liveries just before the stream started, and the detail is lovely. The nose looks amazing. He's really done it well, and he did a new one as well. I'm not sure the A340s ever saw the new livery, so that's why I didn't use it, but it does exist as a thing. There's flight level 390, and we're actually doing 0.82 speed sounds. We're going pretty quick actually. I normally tend to think of the Airbus aircraft as sort of more around the 7, but that's for the I think for the slightly newer aircraft cruise a bit slower. But we're flying along there at 0.821. We could alternate the PFD if we're more interested in the navigation display here in the cruise. You can see there's a bit of weather ahead of us there. But now we're cruising along, we could actually bring up some information about the weather into Copenhagen. So if we go over here, let's just have a look. Right, Copenhagen Airport live METAR. I think it pulls it in on here actually. So it reckoned temperature was 7, it is. I'm just looking on the live one. 1030. It's got 120 at 12, but this is what's being pulled in from the simulator, I think. So I'm going to leave that there. I like that. But I could just click reset. Yeah, it's right. Okay, cool. So we can plug that in. So we've got 1030 in the QNH. That's quite a high pressure. So that would imply it's quite clear weather, I think. But we'll have to see. According to the live METAR reports, in fact, we can see it here. Overcast at 1400. So I've got that completely wrong. Cloud at 1,400 feet is quite low. We'll be able to see the runway obviously, but it's quite low nonetheless. So 1030, temperature of 7 degrees, and the winds is 7 out of range. Oh, how weird. And 13010 is the winds. There we are. And if I just have a look at our landing stuff, then if I go onto the flight information page, we've got the Toliss 3 Alpha arrival, so we can chuck that into our flight plan. Oh, wrong one. We can look at the arrival latest. It says we're going to be landing runway 04 left into Copenhagen. We can select I left 04 left, and then our flight plan says we're on the Toliss 3 Alpha. This might get changed when we get slightly closer, but this is what we're expecting to have. shouldn't be via CAS, I don't think. So I've got no bias for that one. You can see there we've got Toddler, KOR, CH3, CH3, this is all of these. And then we get to AirPuck, and then we have a manual, which is a vector to the ILS. Via CAS, we could have, but this is going to be a final ILS for us. So I'm going to clear the manual so that we then proceed direct across to the ILS. Obviously we'll be expecting vectors, so that might change. And then we'll clear the discontinuancy. Oh, hang on, don't do that then. What's going on there? Yeah, no, clear that discontinuancy. That's good, there we go. Good, lined up there. So if we go back to the perf page, to our arrival, our MDA then, our decision height, is going to be, for a big category aircraft, 233. Nice, that's minimums. RadNav then, we can just plug it in ourselves here. It's going to be 110.5 /037. Oh, we're just changing direction. Oh, not nav aid, put it in the wrong one. Should be 110.5 037. There we go, and that'll pick up when we get closer. You can see our top of descent there, look at that, that's a lot of red weather. We don't like flying through red, so we'll have to wait and see as we get closer if it's still red. But if it is red weather, we want to avoid that ideally, so we will be making sure we do. Yeah, there is quite a lot of red weather actually about over Copenhagen and near Copenhagen, so we might ask for a deviation for weather actually if it's really bad. We'll have a look. We just don't want to fly through the red stuff really. Got a nice gentle turn there going on. Everyone's as we cruise along, everyone's asleep I think at this point on the flight, maybe a nice evening flight. We're going to have a quick go at looking at some arrival information. So just reset that so it's got everything. 04 left, it's got all our information on, and our landing weight we assumed was 238,398. Nice. Oh, it wants the visual approach speed, that's why I start doing that. VAP is going to be 151, so quite quick. It's a big runway at Copenhagen, what's it saying? 3.5k, so it's a big runway. If we had the auto brake low and reversers on, landing distance required will be 1,968 meters. Now we can have a look at the charts into EKCH. Oh, it doesn't want to load it on here. Anyway, I'll bring it up on my little one. But Copenhagen Kastrup, the runway 04 left has vacation points early on, but obviously for landing there, we are just going to be taxiing down along the runway until we get there. Anyway, I'm just going to wonder why that's not linking. What have I not done? I must have not done. Did I not link it earlier? I might not have done. Oops. Let's see. How do I do that through plugins? Oh, that's just that. Wonder where I link the stuff. Ah. What's going on there? How weird, it doesn't want to work. That's a shame. I was going to pull up a photo of what we're up to. Either way, what's going to happen is that we're going to be trying to land as long as possible, really. They don't like it, obviously, the ATC, because it just means you're hogging the runway for a little bit, but we'll do our best to get off the runway, as well as sort of making full use of getting towards the end of the runway, because otherwise you have to hang around taxiing up and down for a while. Oh, hang on, I could do chart fox. Yeah, that's cool. Well, let's see if it does it now then. Let's try that. Just because it doesn't want to seem to work on Navigraph. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's good, so I can get... Oh no, not that one then. Oh. I think something's gone wrong with my Avitab. Anyway. Anyway. We'll, yeah, so we'll file along down the side of the runway. But either way, for our landing performance then, we want to really be using as much of the runway as possible. Manual brakes is never really a good idea. I quite like using low because it gives us a good rollout. We've got a good 1.2k worth of margin. It might even not be worth using reverse thrust, although not using reverse thrust, the landing distance is still the same. We just instead use the low auto brake. Just works. The auto brakes work harder to keep the same distance. So what we'll do is put reversers on, but we'll do idle reverse. So we'll just have them open, but not on full power, just to slow us down a bit, but not a rapid deceleration. Just want to check our elevation is actually set. If I set it above us, in fact I don't want it below us, I will set it below us slightly, just projecting downwards when it comes for its next sweep. I want to see if this weather remains below us as well. Yeah, look at that, it's just done another sweep. That red weather is hanging around. Just angle it even more down, let's see. Oh, it gets better the more angle down we put in. In fact, it's actually green, look, at 10 degrees down. So as long as we're below, it's fine, but it's when we're level. We're it's gone. It has gone. I've just put it back to level with us. Just check that I've got the all the lights working. They are. So there we go. We've just actually lost that weather pattern. It's just gone. Not sure what's going on there. Right, where are we? Oh, we're just up near Amsterdam. So we've got a long way to go. But what time is it now? It's currently 4:10, and we've got a due landing time of 5:10. Oh, okay. Not long. So, oh, look, someone's just crossing ahead of us. Okay, look at that. A319 bombing across. Lovely, look at that. Wow. It's going to be a cool night landing in the A340 today. Look at the EasyJet go. You can see it out the passenger's side. There it is. Wow. Getting darker in the cabin now. Out of tank crossfeed taking place. Just check the fuel page. We can have a look at what's going on. Where's the fuel page? It is that one. Yeah. We've got, you can see that they've got 4.5 tons in the right outer ones, and then 2.6 is on the inside. So they're just bringing some fuel across from the outside in. We've used 7.2 tons so far. We've got 19 left. Plenty. Nice. Nicely set up. All prepared for landing. Got an aircraft over there, look. Just flying along. It's an A380 Qantas, actually. Let's have a look what he's up to. Just parallel to us, really. Matching along. He's on his way to Hamburg. Oh, so he'll start descending just before us then, really. Still cruising at this moment. Due to land in about 23 minutes. I think he might have just started descending. It claims it's a it's Airbus house livery. It should be, but it doesn't matter. It's a Qantas. It still looks mega. And we've got an aircraft 1,000 foot just off our back left. If we go outside, you can see. Can't quite see, but he's back, just following us along back left. Nice. Look at that. Getting darker now as we head out. and away. And turn off the dome lights so that the aircraft goes dark as we go in. Nice, and just turn down some of the brightnesses a little bit. This ETP, I'm not actually sure what that means. If anybody knows, please do tell me. ETP, equi-time point. Shorter time to continue to the next suitable desertion airfield rather than turn back to the previous one. Oh, so it's like halfway then, basically. So at the moment, if we had a fault on the aircraft, it would be faster to return to Heathrow than continue on to Copenhagen. But once we pass through that point, it's faster for us to continue our journey to Copenhagen than return to Heathrow. So that's just coming up, really. Nice. Big bit of red weather to our right hand side. Must be these large clouds over there. Just turning down the brightnesses of some of the displays here just to get it a little bit nice. Turn down the intensity of that lighting a little bit. Brilliant, we're flying along now. Nice. There we go, we're about to pass that ETP point. Yeah. You can see we're going off into the darkness of the Scandinavian countries here. Oh look, there goes the A380 making a big right hand turn. Descending, sweeping descent off to Hamburg now. There we go, we're losing him there. Now, who have we got going into Copenhagen? Well, let's have a look. Kastrup Airport. Let's just click. Can I click on it and see the arrivals? Whoa, busy airport. Just clicked on all the... Oh, there's loads coming from Sweden, is that? Stockholm. Lots of aircraft flying in from Stockholm. A couple of aircraft flying in from the UK. We've got some people coming from Edinburgh, Manchester. There's a couple from Heathrow. In fact, there's nobody from Heathrow apart from us. But nice. Flight L390. Is it still efficient to stay here, or should we go higher? No, optimum is 390. Very nice. 12 knot crosswind. Directly a crosswind. On landing. Should make things nice and interesting. Wow, it's really busy. There's a queue for takeoff and there's a queue for landing actually. We might get put in a holding pattern. I'm just looking now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or so aircraft in the approach now. There's a couple of us that are going to converge at similar times for the landing slots now. So I don't think maybe we won't be putting the whole. They have this very interesting. I can't show. Very interesting arrival into Copenhagen, which I can show you on the plan mode actually. Oh. Which pardon me. As we go into Kastrup, you can see that we do this big double backing on ourselves and back and go round and in, and that's really great for the ATC because they can schedule all the aircraft in and around through there, and they can extend different parts of these legs or base. It says we'll call your base on the NOTAMs from the guys on the arrival information into Kastrup. It says Copenhagen. Oh, that's departure. We don't want departure. Copenhagen arrival. Runway in use is 04 left. Expect the Alpha stars. Official approach on request. Transition level is 6,000 feet. Just check we put that in our performance page. Ah, there we go. It's got 5,000, but it's 6,000. QNH 1030. Make sure you have updated your database. If you're using IRAC 2210, advise the controller on initial contact. I don't think we are. Oh no, IRAC cycle 2313. So we're on the most modern one. Long rollout on request. Vacate left. Continue taxi via Alpha. Hold short runway 12 at first contact with approach state aircraft. This is Copenhagen arrival. Advise you have information, Charlie. What was I talking about? Oh, it says we'll call you base. I think that's the tower. How's that information about? Yeah, EK arrival tower. We'll call base, I think. Okay. And long rollout on request. Okay. Well, we won't do that then. It looks very busy. We don't want to be causing any problems, so we'll just get off the runway ASAP, really, and take the left-hand turn off. Bit of power going on. We seem to have dropped below our cruise height. Really busy. We're going to be going into Copenhagen East Control. And there's two different ones online actually. Covering lower airspace. Covering lower airspace. Well, they're both covering lower airspace. Okay. Well, I guess we'll wait and see if we get a contact me from someone. Nice. There's a neat couple of features that we can display the engine information on this navigation display, which is pretty cool. Just turn on some of the dome lights, maybe. There we go. A bit of white light, but that's what they use. Oh, Jones, you're on 2311. Will that be a factor? Alright. No, it shouldn't be. It's all good. 2311 is that's nice and modern. It just said new stars with 2211, so it just said if you're using 2210 or earlier, advise. So I think you're all good. I'm just reading through the ATIS guys. Whereabouts are you then, Jones? Are you on your way as well? You must be having a look. Nice. They have the function of wing lights, obviously, on these aircraft. So if I switch the wing lights on, you can see it lights up the whole wing with a big bright white light shining onto the engines. I think that's only used when de-icing vehicles are de-icing the wings to give them a show. I know that when I flew Finnair a while ago, they had them on, but that was because we got de-iced on takeoff. So I wonder if it's you leave them on if you've been de-iced. I'm not sure. So most UK aircraft always have them off, so we'll have them off. Yeah, A340 out of Hamburg. Hey, that's superb. Whereabouts are you then? Let's have a look. See, are you on your way in? Or are you taking off? I'm zooming in on Hamburg. Brilliant, brilliant. All this modern stuff, yeah. The A350, oh, what a plane. That's cool. Nice plane to be flying. Well, I know what you mean, though. The 757 was a really cool plane. Oh, right. What's going on here? There's an A380 just crossing ahead of us from Prestwick. A random place in Scotland. Oh, we've got TO top of descent in 80 miles. So, we'll have to turn off our dome lights. Confirm all our arrival information is all programmed up. It is. We've got all our information, flat full config set. Rad now, we've got our ILS frequency set. Got our flight plan page all set up. Top of descent is yet to come, although I think it should have been before us, I'm not sure. Oh, it's before DOSA. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's 16:31, it's currently 16:21, so we'll be descending in about 10 minutes. For top of descent, then we just want to set up our auto brake. It's going to be auto brake low for our landing today. I've been doing some looking at some of the procedures that they use for landing in most airlines. It looks like what they do is, and I might be wrong, but I think this is what they're going to do. It's what we're going to do for our arrival. Set up and establish, confirm that we're going to be using a Cat 1 ILS, because I'll be landing and we should have visuals if the cloud base is only 1,400 feet. Should have plenty of visuals, so Cat 1 ILS. But what we do is we're going to select the approach mode, and then we're going to click on both autopilot computers. And so it will say Cat 3 on the aircraft, but we just know that we're doing a Cat 1. But they put them on for redundancy on the approach, apparently, to make sure that it does capture and everything. So we're going to be using both of those on our approach today. Prestwick. Yeah. Nice. So we're all set up ready for top of descent, I think. Have got our ILS in there, haven't we? I'm just going to switch on the VOR1 and see. They've got DHE as our VOR1. I'm not sure where. Not sure what that is. Oh, it's just a. Wow, look, it's a VOR over the ocean. Is it? Yeah, it is. It's on a tiny island, Hegoland. Wow. Fair enough. Nice. Cool. Right. Still looking at about a tread lightly. We're looking at that 12 knots of crosswind coming right across the runway from, if I just click reset, I just want to check, it's just delete all the stuff, but 151, and it should be 238 point something, 238.4. But I'm just looking, yeah, the weather's not changed, so it will be 12 knots of crosswind, and they are still expecting to be landing 04 left, so we're all set. I was only wondering, just because 12 knots of crosswind is quite a lot, so should be quite a serious. Should have a bit of crabbing going on when landing. How long till landing? It should be about. What are we looking at? About half an hour. Yeah, about half an hour till we're probably on finals. Expect, yeah, so something like that. About 30 minutes, Ginger Pea. So not long at all. See the beacon light flashing away there. Let's fly into the night for our nighttime landing. We haven't got. Well, we're going to start our descent before we enter the Copenhagen East Control. Probably good so that we can. We'll be descending based upon the computer's calculation, which is nice. Smoke glide off. I know exactly. It's in the automatic position, so whatever company policy is we're using. Nice. We're all set up then. Trying to think if there's anything we need to do. Oh, before top percent, they normally put the TCAS into the below position, so that we're looking at aircraft below us as we descend. Just then got to remember when we get lower to put it onto all again, so that we see all the aircraft around us, not just those below us. Nice. You can see how many waypoints there are if I turn on the waypoints. See how busy it is, and VOR as well. See how busy that is. Not as busy for the other ones. And then there are all the airports. Looks there's an awful lot of airports around, so we're not really not really short of diversion. When I let you into the flight deck, absolutely not. All right, 40 miles. So, order brake low is set. We'll set our initial descent point, shall we, for what's our first constraint? I'll just check the arrivals information. Our initial one is to be at KOR at less than flight level 120. So if we just put in flight level 100, we'll dial that up in a second, and we'll just chuck that on, and we'll just tell the guy we're descending, and then he should give us a level to descend to, and then we'll set that after we begin our descent. Nice. A lot of ATC online, a lot of coverage. It's going to be busy once we switch over to ATC, so it's going to be a busy landing. Something must be going on at Stockholm or Arlanda, because that is a very busy airport this evening. I think there might be an event on at Stockholm, and it sort of means that all of the Scandinavian airports are rammed, because everyone's flying in and out and around these airports. Brilliant. Picked a good night to be flying up to to Copenhagen. Nice and busy. Just tail tipped. What do you mean, Jones? I'm not quite sure what you mean. But you don't seem happy. Which runway are they using out of Hamburg? Oh, 20 miles to run. Just bring that in a little bit. Right. Dark descent now, just keeping the lights dim. They say that you want the dome lights off, obviously, and then you want the lighting nice and dim, so that it's all adjusted so that the captain can see and everything like this. It's a shame that it's dark though, because we can't really see anything of the plane on landing, which is a bit of a shame. I like to have a look at what's going on. Oh, oh, in the A340, yes, I know what you mean now. It's quite easy to do, isn't it? Put too much weight into the back when you're loading it up, and it just goes straight back. Right, I'll just pre-select 10,000. What do we reckon? Should I wind the time back? Let me know in the chat. What should I do? Should I wind the time back so that it's daytime when we're landing? Or should I leave it on the live time, taking us landing into the night? What do we reckon? There we go. That's a nice contact me. What I am going to do, cheekily, just before I contact him, is start descending. Just because when we get onto these guys, it can be a little bit difficult to get a word in. Right, let's go over then. 136 decimal 485. Oh, I've got two contact me's. Let's just contact the first guy. Copenhagen Control, Scandinavian 502, Airbus A340-600 with you, just descending through flight level 380.
Scandinavian 502 Copenhagen, you are identified. Descent flight level 290.
Descend flight level 290, Scandinavian 502, and I've just had a contact me from Copenhagen Control on 133155. Do you want me to stay with you?
You can contact Copenhagen on 133155.
Over to 133155. Thanks very much, Scandinavian 502. Alright, I got a contact me from another guy as well, so we'll just dial across then. Right, 133155. There we go. Copenhagen Control, Scandinavian 502 with you, Airbus A340-600, descending to flight level 290.
Scandinavian 502, Copenhagen Control, good evening, identified. You are cleared on Toliss A3 Alpha arrival, expect runway 04 left, descent flight level 240.
We're cleared on the Toliss A3 Alpha, correction, sorry, yeah, no, Toliss A3 Alpha arrival, we're descending flight level 240, expecting 04 left, Scandinavian 502.
All great, sir. Scandinavian 502, proceed direct, Kilo Oscar Romeo.
Proceed direct to Kilo Oscar Romeo, Scandinavian 502. There we go, nice little shortcut there, took us across. There we go. We've got about 157 track miles to landing and we're already descending. The A350 obviously, sorry, A340 obviously seems to like descending quite early. It's a shame, I feel like, on our stream where we're first back in a while to be landing at night time where we can't really see anything. Might it be a bit rude of me? We've enjoyed the sunset to bring the time back to a live, I'm not sure. To a non-live time. Okay, cool. Ah, that's a warning. Outer tank crossfeed, fuel wing imbalance. Well, that's unfortunate. What's going on here? Oh, we have got quite a big fuel wing imbalance. A ton. What's going on there? Oh, that's one of these random faults. Outer tank crossfeed to manual. Okay. Outer tank, center tank to inner crossfeed. You don't want that one. Aft crossfeed. We need crossfeed to manual. The outer tank crossfeed manual. And the fuel balance is quite bad, but it is on file now. Everything is moving inwards there. That must be one of those random faults we set. Something's going on there. We'll slide everything back in. Yeah. Jones is right. I'm gonna quickly just change that today so we get a bit of an evening landing going on. Stand by all. There we go. Oh, sorry about that. Nice and bright. There we go. I think it's much more interesting, isn't it? It's fun to see the aircraft as we land and see the wing and everything. Right, we're going down. Fuel wing imbalance. That's oh yeah, nice and interesting. Something for us to have a little warning of. So what I've done is put the fuel balance to outer tank cross feed to manual mode, so that now everything is coming in. All the outer tanks are being drained in order to bring the fuel into the innermost tanks. Obviously what's going on here is somehow we seem to have some sort of fuel imbalance, but interestingly it's corrected it by moving fuel from one side to the other, so it's even done it automatically, the aircraft. Very clever. So it had a fuel imbalance between outer. I'm not sure if it's a fuel leak or if it's something else. We can check by the fuel prediction page. We can see it's predicting us to land with 14.9 tons of fuel. So there's still a lot of fuel, so I don't think it's that. Hopefully it's not that. And in fact all it is probably just a pump not failing, but we've got more fuel there, so it's filled up the inner tanks with more, so it's already sort of tried to balance everything out, which is quite clever. So it really is a very advanced aircraft sorting everything out for us. Well, down we go then. You can see the wing flex on this aircraft. Look, the tips of the wings are higher than the fuselage, which is nice and fun to see. Making good progress then. We can go to our checklist page, and we've done our descent prep. We've done the auto brake, anti-ice, and the FCU. In the descent page, then we've initiated descent. You can see that ours is on the perf for descent, his is on the flight plan. Speed brakes we'll have as required. The weather radar is on because it's appropriate. We're on auto brake low, although we're not getting a message up on there, so I'll just recycle that. But it should work. We're not getting a message saying it is, but we have set it, so we're fine. We're happy with that. Marley, oh. Hello. Oh yeah, no worries. No worries. Are the ATC real? Yes, they are, yeah. There are other real people running the ATC.
And report ready for taxi. No reported traffic on the apron.
There we go. The cross-feed imbalance, I think, is sort of sorting itself out now. The aircraft's automatically balancing everything. Yeah, it's amazing though. Yeah, the ATC is real. Oh, that's us. Descend flight level 120, Scandinavian 502. .120 input. Yeah, there's a lot of people online right now. Should I just have a look at the Vatsim stats? I can have a look at how many people online. Let's have a look. See. Currently, a lot of pilots online. I wonder where it gives me. Does it give me an overview somewhere of who's online? No, it doesn't. What's that other warning coming up here? Fuel wing tanks balanced. Okay, fantastic. So I can turn off the outer tank crossfeed. Brilliant. Fuel tanks balanced. I've turned off the crossfeed.
Easy 23 kilo, contact Copenhagen control 136.485. Good day.
Nice. Are they real? Oh yeah, well exactly. Is it Vatsim? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Nice, look at that. I might need to dial the time back by just a smidgen, actually. It's going a little bit dark. There we go. Oh, hang on, what's that? Yeah, there we go. I'll leave it there. Sorry. There we go. Yeah. Alright. 220, we're descending through there. Got our auto brake set up and ready to go. Auto brake low. We're on our descent checks here. We can see the speed brakes will come out as appropriate. We've still got the weather radar on as we want that. Transition altitude this is obviously set up for an American stuff, so they have transition altitudes much higher, so they get them before 10,000. So we're not going to worry about that for now. At 10,000, our landing lights will come on, and we'll turn on the seatbelt signs just before 10,000. We'll turn them on a little bit earlier, because there's a bit of manoeuvring to be done as we get lower. More and everyone buckled up in the seats, ready to go. Alright. What have we got to do now then? Just sort of monitoring the aircraft on its descent really at the moment. We're still on the quieter ATC side of things, on the center controller. But it looks like we're arriving at a point where there's not many aircraft landing, so we might get straight in, which would be fantastic. Oh no! Oh, don't. It's all right, Jones. Don't worry. It was it's nice to have you around in the chat though. So thank you for still coming along. It's lovely to see you and hear you around about. Yeah, I'm sorry you couldn't fly this, but sometimes they just play out, don't they? Mine does it sometimes. I try to turn it on for the streams nice and early, just because yeah, you never know quite what's going to happen. Mine, yeah.
Control, EC430 uniform passing A340-600.
Look at the wingtip there. There's a light bit of flexing going on. Not a little bit, but it's just moving a smidgen. Oh, we're going under the big clouds there. The weather seems to have gone, really, the bad weather that was ahead of us. I'm not really sure quite what happened. And I clear the display there. Fuel's balanced, I'm happy with that. It's all fine. Nice. Perf-wise, we are on descent. We're expecting to activate the approach phase as we get a little bit lower. Going through 180 there. Getting a little bit lower. So I'm not sure what frequency we'll be on to next, so I can't pre-program anything. I'm just going to have to hang on and see what we're given. Fantastic. Good descent going on here. Not too fast, not too slow. We're all set up. You can see the speed range and the aiming point that's set up by the flight control unit is sort of set up for us. Flight level 170. Let's get everyone tucked in their seats then. I'll flick that on, just so that everybody heads to their seats. In fact, I've got an announcement tool somewhere. Let me fire that up. It's always quite good fun.
Element 502, contact Copenhagen and approach 119.805. Goodbye.
That's us. 119.805 for Scandinavian 502. Thanks very much for the ATC. Bye bye.
Bye.
119.805. Just set that in there. Scandinavian Control, Scandinavian 502 with you descending through flight level 160, flight level 120, Airbus A340-600.
Given 502 Copenhagen approach, hello, identified. Information Delta, spec vector is Alice 04 left. Descend flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80 with information Delta on board, and we're expecting vectors for the ILS runway 04 left, Scandinavian 502. Nice, all set up. That's so we're on the approach now at this point. The tower frequency is 118.105, so we'll just pre that up so then we're ready to go when we get there. so I can just flick across when we come to landing. Everyone's buckled up in their seats. I think I've got a little announcement tool here that should play the announcements for Scandinavian Airlines for descending, which is sort of what they play at this point. Just go see what they've got.
We're now preparing the cabin for landing. Please make sure that your mobile phone and all other electronic devices are set to flight mode. Please turn off your laptop and phone in your cabin baggage. Cabin baggage shall be placed under the seat in front of you.
4256, contact Sweden, frequency 131.2800.
131.2800. Thank you.
There we go. That was our descending one.
Copenhagen approach, goodbye with 156 is Airbus
Right.
A320 Neo.
Let me just open up the.
Information shall be to Alpha Arado.
Let's get the camera up.
Was there
Bam.
156,
There we go.
hello, identified.
Right, hello. It's got the ATC list and everything up on here on the left-hand side. There it all is. You can see how many different frequencies. Those of you that do X-Pilot and things can see how many different guys there are.
Turn right heading 350 with 156, expect vectoring for 0 for left.
That was there 156, you can continue to send 4,000.
Nice. 130. Turn on the landing lights just before we hit 10,000. Temperature is quite low, so I'm going to leave on the probe window heat just because it's quite cold. We don't want any icing coming on. Our decision height is set. I'm still not seeing the brake low on the nav. I can't remember if it does it now or does it later. For charts wise, you can see them down here on the left hand side.
First, ET43 Juliet Uniform, Copenhagen approach, hello, identified. Information Delta, expect vectors ILS 04 left.
You can see we've been given direct to KOR, so we're heading there now, and then we're going to go left and up and round.
KLM 18 Bravo, contact final,
Put that in
frequency
dark mode. There we go.
120.2050.
We're just slowing down to 250 now. You can see the speeds coming right down.
Correct.
We just leveled off slightly there. If we continue on our managed descent, which we are, we shouldn't have to touch the speed brakes.
Contact final, frequency 120.2050.
We shouldn't have to contact the frequency, speed brakes at any point.
Thank you. Have a nice evening. It's going to be 149er.
Easy 8411, contact final, frequency 120.205. Call sign on base, yeah?
120.205, call sign, goodbye, easy 4.
Was there
That'll be our next frequency, I think.
6, turn right, heading 035.
Right, just going to change the TCAS mode to all.
156, turn right,
Let's
heading
see everybody.
035.
Turn right, heading 035 with 156.
Lufthansa 113, Copenhagen approach, hello, identified. Climb flight level 190 and proceed direct to correction. Climb flight level 140 and proceed direct Novgo.
Big boost of power there. Let the speed get a bit low. It's all automatic, so I shouldn't have to touch anything, but it is getting a little bit low there before it powered up. That cloud, I think, is at 1,400 feet, so 1,400 foot. So we've got a bit of a way to go down to it.
Golf, Copenhagen approach, hello, identified. Climb flight level 190.
Can we pre-select the Barrow F? No, we can't. No, never mind. We're going to be on to 1030 at 6,000 feet. Nice. Just looking at the ILS, then we've got a finals of 3,000 feet. Our minimums there is set to 233, and we've got the rest of the approach. Look, we've got the ILS frequency set 110 to 5037, and then we've got the whole route in there. But you can see us coming in on the green. We're going to come in and around and in. Nice bit of flying. Coming up to 10,000 feet, I'm going to turn on the landing systems for both sides of the pilots. You can see that's with the ILS that we should... Oh, wrong button. Oh, very wrong button. There we go. That we should now have picked up. I'm hoping... Yeah, it looks like we have. Yeah. CH, which is what it is. 1105.037.
Make sure our heading is 350 or 035.
035. I'm just, the final area is a bit congested, so I'm just taking you around. But you can expect vectors back in a few minutes.
Oh, is it a bit congested? Let's have a look.
Okay, that's completely fine with 156.
Oh, it is. Look at that.
755, we were set back to you. We were holding a heading of 010.
I mean, we're happy to do a holding pattern, I think. Although we've kind of passed the points where they'd give us a hold. So I think he's going to just vector us in.
755, you can maintain the present heading for now. I'll vector you back in just a second.
Alright.
Lufthansa 133.
We don't really have to.
Sweden, frequency
We're just
131.280.
motoring along now. The plane, we've been cleared down to flight level 80. We're currently holding around 9,500. It is descending us. Look at the 1,000 feet per minute. Quite a gentle descent. So we won't be there rapidly early, but we just want to keep going down.
131-280.
Ideally, just a continual descent is what we're looking for. Obviously, that probably won't happen, but that's what we want at least.
500 feet, Quebec Flight Alpha.
Oscar Delta Alpha, Copenhagen approach, hello again. Climb flight level 1, Christian, you're identified. Climb flight level 190, high speed approved.
190, high speed approved, Oscar Delta, thank you.
And that was our 39 Foxtrot Golf, proceed direct CMEC.
Just turned up the volume a little bit, might be a bit loud.
Let's get him in 755, turn left heading to 10.
We're about to level off.
Let's get him in 502, turn left heading 035, send Christian 5,000 feet, QNH 1030.
Turn left lane 035, descend 5,000 feet to QNH 1030, Scandinavian 502. That's a shame. We're being given a slight deviation just to make sure we keep going. I'm going to increase that descent rate just by a smidgen. There's not much point increasing it too much.
156, sorry.
We're giving the vectors off here, that's just taking us out and around. Transition altitude, we're approaching terrain on NDS required, we don't require it here. Landing light is on, the seatbelt signs are on, the FS I'm happy with. ILS is on, radio nav we checked, we're happy with that. Engine start selector, we don't need to put it into ignition start. And the navigation accuracy is, I'm happy with that. We can check that through here, but we shouldn't have any deviation, so we should be all happy. If you're flying through some heavy rain or something, you might put it on ignition start through the clouds or whatever, but we're fine with normal for now, I should think.
Easy, first easy 43 Juliet uniform, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1030.
4,000 feet, QNH 1030.
Was there 156, continue left turn heading to 10.
Continue left heading to 10 with a 156.
Oscar Delta Alpha, contact Sweden, frequency 131.2.
Well, this Scandinavian's done a lot of holding. Hopefully that won't be us.
Let's get him in 755, turn left heading 190.
190.
502, turn right heading 105.
Turn right heading 105, Scandinavian 502.
Easy 43 Juliet uniform.
Nice, we're coming round.
080.
Promising stuff.
Left heading 080, easy 43 Juliet uniform.
And finner 1301, Copenhagen approach, hello, identified. Climb flight level 190, high speed approved.
190 and high speed approved, 1301.
Just going to reduce that descent rate slightly.
156, contact final, frequency 120.2050.
Just because we don't want to be slugging around too low for a while.
205 with a 156.
Look at that cloud formation.
Getting in 755, same for you, contact final, frequency 120.205, call sign only.
Call sign only, 120.205.
We've got the ping there, that pip pip, just to tell us we're approaching our final altitude. Expecting to see us. There we go, we're going to be levelling off at 5,000 here. The power will increase slightly, and we'll just have to hover around here for a bit. Nice.
Giving 502, turn right, heading 200.
Turn right heading 200, Scandinavian 502. There we go.
In air 130.
Sorry to bother you all, I'm just going to wind that time back a little bit.
Frequency 131.280.
Go back a little bit more just so it's not quite so yellow. Sorry. It's nice to see in our first stream back. I mean, I know we fly in the dark sometimes, but it's nice to see everything in the first stream back, see all the lights, the aircraft and everything. Right, we're powering round there, level at 5,000.
That's going 502. You can continue the right turn, heading 215.
Continue to turn, heading 215, Scandinavian 502.
Easy
Nice.
43 Juliet uniform, turn right heading 140.
Right heading 140, easy 43 Juliet uniform.
We're coming all the way around. You can see we can switch on to terrain radar.
Descend 4,000 feet, speed 230 knots.
Descend 4,000, speed 230, Scandinavian 502. Just switch on that. Just get us down, sort of. A little bit of altitude loss going on. There we go. Busy queue for landing, but I think there's a Wizz Air. I suspect will be behind him, but then we should be next. We'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for landing, I believe. We'll have to see, but it should be 6.
Good evening, Wizard 4 Tango, information that on board passing 7,400 feet.
First easy 43 Juliet uniform, speed 220 knots, and turn right heading 205.
Speed 220 and right heading 205, easy 43 Juliet uniform.
Hello, Copenhagen approach. This is Scandinavian 341, departed from runway 04 right.
Right.
First Scandinavian 502, contact final frequency 120.2050.
120.205, Scandinavian 502, out.
80 knots.
Right, on to final frequency. Say hello in just a second. Scandinavian 502.
502, final hello, fly heading 220.
Flying 220, Scandinavian 502. But just to sort of 5-degree nose up here, I mean, I think I could put down the slats. I can't remember what the speed is for the slats. Placards, oh, there it is. Limit speeds, IAS, blah, 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 blah. VFE 1, that's just the slats. 280 knot limit, so obviously we could put them down now. In fact, why not chuck him out?
Left turn heading 020.
Left turn heading 020, Wizard 156.
Who's Wizz Air 156? Oh, there he is. Left. Oh, he's going to make him do all of that and then go back in. Oh, wow. Massive left-hand turn.
Wizard 156, descend to 3,000 feet.
Descend 3,000 feet, Wizard 156.
Toliss A340 worth it? Yeah, definitely, mate. One of my favourite aircraft. Really, really good. Really good plane.
And turn 55, speed 180 until 6 dB.
180 until 6 miles.
A7.
Nice. Predicted landing distance then. We just click reset. It's going to reset to our current landing weight because I don't think we've burned as much fuel as it thought we would. Our touchdown speed is going to be, again, is 151 approach speed for about a 146 landing speed. We can just compute that there and it's just going to get the new stuff in. We're going to have auto brake.
Descend to 3,000 feet, speed 200.
Just check that was us. Descent 3000, speed 200, Scandinavian 502. Just do a bit of manual descent rates there just to get us.
EC43 to the uniform final. Hello. Fly heading 220.
Down we go. 200 knots is unfortunate there because it's kind of slow. I mean, it's slow enough for 1 plus F, but might be a bit quick and we might get a lot of nose down. We'll see when we start pitching up. Get it after getting the Toliss A340. Yeah, okay, yeah, nice. I like that.
755, contact tower, 118.105.
Yeah, the A340-600. I need to get that actually, I haven't got it.
755, contact tower, 118.105.
Is that for, it is for Xplane too.
You clear ILS 04 left.
Cleared ILS 0 for the left within 156.
Fire 02, turn left, heading 125.
Turn left heading 125, Scandinavian 502. I didn't realise they've released that, it's fantastic.
5, contact tower, 118.105.
I wasn't paying attention there. What heading did I say? Was it 155? I think it was. Just confirm, sorry, it's what heading 155, Scandinavian 502.
125.
125, Scandinavian 502.
Final hello.
I'd completely forgotten about the Toliss A390.
Hello, turn left, heading 245. Turn left, heading 245 with a 4 Tango.
I mean, obviously the A330-900 is...
Turn left, heading 065, you clear ILS 04 left.
I think that was for me, but I didn't hear him.
Fire 02, further left, heading 065, you clear ILS 04 left.
Further left heading 065, we're cleared ILS 04 left, Scandinavian 502. That was my bad, I just didn't hear him the first time. Hey, this A330-900 looks amazing, I'll have to have a look at that after we land. But yeah, it's good. That's good. Is it better than the A340-600? I don't know. I mean, I love the size of the 340, I just think that's like so much fun flying such a large aircraft. But, right, I'm just going to select flap 1 plus F.
Speed 180 until 6 VMA
Oh.
with 156.
Hit anything. There you go, 1 plus F selected. That's a little treat, because normally that was by going to flap 2, then back up to flap 1, you get 1 plus F, which is kind of what we want.
We have 156, contact tower, 118.105.
Right, here we are, establishing on the finals. I've armed the localizer. 18 miles to run, we slow up a little bit in a second.
EC43 unit uniform, speed 200.
Activate the approach phase. ILS checklist. Seatbelts on, approach phase will activate in a second, and then we're going to check everything else as we come down. 15 nautical miles to run. Are you going to do a flight after? I'm not sure. I think I probably won't. But this might be just it. Just because I'm a bit busy, got a lot of work to do. But yeah, we'll make this landing and then we'll see. But, here we go. Just give him a bit of a break. I can see the plane ahead of us. We'll just slow up to about 190. Lose a little bit of speed. Lose that bit of speed there. Nice. Right, coming left. Let's arm the approach phase. Cat 3 single. As I said earlier, we're going to put on the dual, but know that we're doing a Cat 1 single. Well, not Cat 1, and I'm going to be manually landing it, but we just arm those up for redundancy. Just going to switch on the nose wheel lights just whilst I remember now. But there we are, we're capturing the localizer. Stand by, localizer's gone green with a star, so we're in capture. Looks like we've just about got it there. Yeah, there we go, localizer alive. We're captured. The glide slope is armed in blue, so it's just waiting for that to come out. So we're just hanging on for that one. The tower is 118101.
AC43 Juliet uniform, turn left, heading
Sorry, 105 rather.
You cleared at AC approach runway 04 left.
Nice. There we go, glide slope's armed up, we're waiting.
Clear 502, speed 180 until 6 dB.
Speed 180 till 6, it's going to have been 502. 11 nautical miles to run, here we go. Range all the way in. Nice touchdown, reverse is idle, we've got low auto brake, and then we'll be off the runway. There we go, glide slope alive. 9 miles to run. We're not allowed to slow down below 180 to 6. So we're just going to have to hang along here with flap 1. We'll select flap 2. We'll get a bit of a nose down pitch, but that has to be done sometimes. Here we go, into the cloud bank.
Contact tower 118.105.
118.105, scan name 522, cheers.
2,500.
2,500, just turn up the ground then, that's going to be 121630, so that when we get off we can tune to them easily. Nice, okay. He said 180 till 6, we've got approach phase armed up and ready to go. We're going to drop the gear now, it's going to get quite a lot of power, but we're at 7 miles, we need to gear down. Gear's just travelling. There we go, stand by, 3 reds, we're waiting for greens.
2,000.
Arm the spoilers. 6 miles, there it is, right, 6 miles. Activate automatic. Speed's going down to the final speed, flap 3 selected, we're good to go. I'm about to call him up once we get a break. Taz, Scandinavian 502 with you.
Scandinavian 502, Casper Tower, good evening. The wind is 120 degrees, 12 knots, runway 04 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 04 left, Scandinavian 502. There we are, flap full selected, runway in sight. Aircraft fully configured. Look at the trail coming off there. A lot of force being placed on the wings at this speed, we're quite slow. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Right, I'm going to take manual control. Here we go. I have to keep the button here. There we go. Manual control I have. And then we'll just do the throttles as we come over the threshold.
With 156, welcome to Copenhagen. Continue taxiing Alpha Hold Short 30. Break, Scandinavian 502. Runway 04 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 04 left, Scandinavian 502. There we go. I've been flying the A320, this feels like quite a quick approach. Also we're doing about 30 knots faster, it's good. 500 feet calls, we're happy, all good.
369, when airborne contact, approach 119805. The wind is 120 degrees, 12 knots, runway 04 right, clear to take off, bye-bye.
A little bit high, a little bit low.
Approach 11.9.05 and clear for takeoff from runway
Continue,
04,
we're happy to carry.
369, thank you, bye-bye.
A little bit low,
Tower EC4 uniform, ILS 04 left.
a little bit to the right.
EC43 Juliet uniform, Casper Tower, good evening. The wind is 120 degrees, 12 knots, runway 04 left, continue approach number 2. Continue approach number 2.
Reverse idle selected, just holding it with the rudder there. Stick fully back, nose is down, sticks forward. Bit of reverse thrust selected. There we are. Nicely done. Auto brake active. Decel. Pack in the reverse thrusters, auto brake disarmed. And we'll take this next one here. Nice. There we go. Straight off. Get our taxi camera on. There it is. Landing lights off, strobe lights off, start the APU. Probe window heat can come off.
Wizz Air 156, taxi Alpha and Foxtrot hold short Zulu, cross runway 30.
Start the APU. Now we can bring in flaps and slats. And the spoilers can come in as well.
Alpha and Foxtrot.
Bit of harsh cornering there from me there.
Zulu and cross runway 30.
Alpha, Foxtrot, hold short Zulu, cross runway 30.
Again, we'll just dab the brakes slightly to not let the speed grow too much.
DC-4 Juliet uniform, runway 04 left clear to land. Runway 04 left clear to DC-4 Juliet uniform.
There we are, welcome to Castrop, ladies and gentlemen.
Red nose 4 Alpha Kilo.
Get our
Line up runway
arrival
04.
going.
Ladies and gentlemen, for safety reasons, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened.
Scandinavia 502, welcome to Copenhagen. Continue taking Alpha and Foxtrot hold short Zulu, cross runway 30.
Continue taxiing Alpha and Foxtrot holding short at runway 1230, Scandinavian 502.
We're thinking up to see you again soon.
With 156, contact Apron 121630, bye.
Nice, welcome to Castrop, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just turn off the weather radar, turn off the landing systems and my slide, turn off the terrain scanning radar.
Scandinavian 502, same to you, Apron 121630, good evening.
121630, thank you very much, bye-bye. Apron, Scandinavian 502 with you on Alpha. Oh, he's stopping, we might have to stop behind him.
Scandinavian 502, Canada Apron. Did you get instructions to go for Foxtrot and hold short Zulu?
A firm for Scandinavian 502.
Scandinavian 502, thank you so much. We're just a quick and fast call-up, so I was confused. Sorry about that. When you have crossed, you can taxi further from Foxtrot to stand Charlie 29er via Yankee and Romeo.
Further via Yankee and Romeo to stand Charlie 29er for Scandinavian 502.
Copenhagen ground, good day, Wizz Air 156 with you crossing runway 12.
Wizz Air 156, Castrop.
Nice.
Hello to you.
Good bit of taxiing in here at Castrop, isn't there? Sorry, I'll just catch up with the chat then. Start APU, yes, on. Shouldn't that be when it is vacated on the plane? Yes, I think it is. Yeah, they are off with the runway, aren't they? That was battery smooth, if you get what I mean. Yes. Face reveal? No, probably not. Are you flying into Nepal? Wow. Wow.
Nordic 963, contact 79118.105. Have a safe flight.
18105, have a nice evening, Nordic 963.
Scandinavian 502, sorry, yeah, are we cleared to cross runway 12?
Scandinavian 502, I believe so. I can't give you the allowance due to my position, but if the tower tells you before handing you over to me, then you are approved, yes.
Understood, okay, Scandinavian 502. I can't remember if he did or not, so I know that obviously he's ground, so he can't, but I couldn't quite remember what the other guy had said. Right, so it's Foxtrot for us.
Hold short, runway 12, airline 7011.
Side 29, got it, so we're going right here. On Foxtrot. Foxtrot here. And we're going via Yankee Romeo.
77011, taxi Mike Zulu Delta, hold short, runway 12.
Mike Zulu Delta, hold short, runway 12, airline 7011.
Nice. Just keeping it on brakes here at about 10 knots, just because we've got that aircraft ahead of us and a few aircraft around us. Don't want us to get in any trouble. Are we allowed on this Yankee? Looks a little bit narrow. That might not be approved. I think it looks a bit narrow. We'll see. I think this is fine. I think it's fine. Let's give it a go. Here we go. Just keep the nose wheel on the yellow line. Follow it round to the right slightly earlier than we would have done. Yeah, plenty of room. Oh, it's quite clear. Yeah, we're supposed to go on Zulu.
Good evening, sir. We understand.
We'll just keep it to the right hand side for a minute. The wing clearance is not much. Oh no, it's bigger than I thought it was. Oh, plenty. Plenty. And we're going left here. Yeah, I think we were supposed to go on the other taxiway. I think that's my bad. Because this is all quite narrow. I think we were supposed to go up Zulu. We're going to Charlie 29, which is buried right in the corner up here. There we go. Splendid flap. Oh, thank you, Jones. Slight fit. Oh yeah. We've got 30 minutes until descent. Ah, nice. Just check the Wizz Air's cleared. He is cleared off the right hand side. That's often where a collision can occur when the plane behind, such as myself, is a bit eager to keep going, and we follow them right up to the point that when they turn, obviously they slow down, and then we sort of gain right next to them. Right, turning into the stand, then we're going to turn off our lights here. The APU is running, we'll get the APU bleed on. And there's Charlie. Hey look, our wings are quite close to this as well. I mean, it's all probably clear for the A340, but it's all kind of close. It's a good bit of scenery I've got going on here. There's a bit of payware, but it looks quite nice. But the lights are a little bit off the runway, aren't they? As we saw on landing.
Okay. With the 156, taxi now, stand Foxtrot 8, next available, stand to left.
Taxi Foxtrot 8, first available on the left, with the 156.
Just keep it slow. Should get the parking symbol, that doesn't seem to be working.
When clear of traffic, the taxi from left to right, push start is approved, pitch 1030.
We're going to get a bit of manual judgment of when we're in the stand. I think we have to go forward quite a long way to get in the stand. That there should do. Parking brake set. Shut down, engines 4, 3, 2, 1. TCAS off. Heel, the generator's switching over. Predictive wind shear is now off. You see the taxi camera sat there. Beacon light come off. Navigation lights onto 1. Seatbelt signs off. Smoking signs off. Welcome to Castrop, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. See the hydraulics powering off. The aircraft is now no longer active. There we go. Castrop Airport. We've made it all the way from Heathrow. Fantastic. Well, that was an aggressive stop from the EasyJet. And we're in. Shall we watch a bit of replay action of the landing there? Look at the heavy aircraft with this mega landing gear at the back there. Let's watch a quick replay of that landing there. Absolutely brilliant. Disconnect from Vatsim there. Hopefully it won't crash on us like it does sometimes. Just wind it back a little bit. Here's hoping. A lot of taxiing through here, isn't there? A lot of taxiing to be done. We tried the MSFS A340. Yes, yeah, I have. Really good plane. I enjoyed it quite a lot actually. I thought it was good fun. I haven't done much flying in it because I've just been sort of on Xplane enjoying these kind of aircraft. But been doing a couple of little trips out and about in it, and I've enjoyed it. So maybe we could do some more flying in it. Right, if we ignore the runway lights, obviously causing us a slight craziness on landing, let's have a look at how this touchdown was looking. They're just not quite lined up, the runway lights, which is a bit of a shame. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But, that's a shame for the scenery, really, because it's quite good scenery. Maybe it needs a reinstall. Oh, well, we were down. Not bad. Not bad at all. Brilliant. Absolutely lovely, look at that. You're right, to be completely honest, there are, yeah. It's probably partly the reason I fly in sort of the A380, sorry, in like the Xplane aircraft, because, yeah, something slightly different, isn't it? Yeah. Should we have a quick look at from the passenger's perspective of landing? See what they can see. Nice. Oh, look at that. Bit of deflection there. You can notice how the ailerons are actually down in line with the flaps to help with a bit of lift. Nice. Motoring over the threshold there. Do I have the Ini-Builds Beluga? Yes, yeah, I do. Yeah, good fun plane. Not bad landing. In the 340, I often find when I touch down, the nose, because it's such a long aircraft, really wants to drop off as soon as we hit the deck. Just wind it back quickly. I just want to see what our touchdown speed was, because I think our touchdown speed was supposed to be about 146, something like that.
40, 20, retard, 10, 5.
It's quite, yeah, we made it down. God, it is a fast landing in the 340, isn't it? Very nice. We'll watch it once more for this view. This is quite a good view. Out over the wing. That's way better than the A380, lol. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. It is much better. I agree. It's a much nicer aircraft. To be fair, we're on the touchdown markers, which is quite nice. We were on the proper glide slope and everything. Hey, nice. We made it down. Bit of reverse thrust, not max, just idle. Nice. Welcome to Castrop. Hey, look at the wing waving. God, keep bumping around on landing. There we are, all in and settled. Well, thank you very much for flying with us today, and look forward to seeing you all again soon in another stream, hopefully. But I think I'm going to leave it there for today. So thank you very much all, and if you are new around here, please do make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see you all again soon. Cheers. See you later.